What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my 2018. I didn't know if I was recording. It looks like I am. I gotta pick up my phone because it fell. So, anyways, here we go. I apologize for that. My phone was buzzing and vibrating so much it fell off the damn table. So here we go. My 2019 Royal Rumble predictions. I can't wait for it. It's a great card. It's going to be a good pay-per-view. Royal Rumble is always, every year, one of my favorite pay-per-views to watch. Love the match. Love the Royal Rumble concept. It's awesome. So let's get into my predictions up first. I believe it's on the kickoff. I think it's on the kickoff show. Maybe it is not, but I'm pretty sure it is. Fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight Championship. Fatal 4-way matchup. You got the champion, Buddy Murphy, defending against Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. Fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight Championship. Who's going to win Fatal 4-way Cruiserweight title again? I believe it's on the kickoff. It will be on the kickoff. I'm not that upset about that because the kickoff has 2 hours. 2 whole hours. They might as well have some matches on it. So, Cruiserweight title Fatal 4-way. Again, it's Buddy Murphy against Tozawa, Otami, and Kalisto. I predict Buddy Murphy wins and retains. Or no, wait. No, I don't. I don't have Buddy Murphy. What am I saying? I got a new Cruiserweight champion being crowned. I got Hideo Itami. The guy's damn good. Yeah, he might be kind of beat up. And he's not in his prime. But he's still damn good. He's still really good. I would like to see Hideo Itami as Cruiserweight champion. My prediction, Hideo Itami wins and is the new WWE Cruiserweight champion. Buddy Murphy's had it since October. He's had a good run, but I want to see Hideo Itami win the title. Up next, I don't know if it'll be on the kickoff. There's probably 2 matches on the kickoff. By the way, the kickoff is 2 hours. So the main show is going to probably be 4 hours. Kickoff is 2 hours. So 6 hours of wrestling on Sunday. I'm not complaining because the network is a damn good price and you get a lot of wrestling. So it'll probably be on the kickoff. Up next, I'm going to predict the United States Championship. Rusev defending against Nakamura. And this shows you how little WWE thinks about the U.S. title. They don't give a rat's ass about it. Rusev, Nakamura, not even on SmackDown tonight. Were nowhere to be found. I didn't see them in a backstage segment or interview or anything. But Rusev is defending the U.S. title against the former champion Nakamura. Why is Nakamura getting a title shot? I thought the former champions were no longer gonna get rematches. What the hell's up with that? This is not a new era. I don't want to see former champions getting title rematches all the damn time. It's annoying. But I like Nakamura. I like Rusev. It will be a happy Rusev day because at the Royal Rumble, Rusev, my prediction, Rusev wins and retains the U.S. title. I think Rusev will defend the U.S. title at WrestleMania and still be the champion. So Rusev will win. He's got to win. The guy just won the title. That'd make no sense. Be very stupid as hell to have Rusev lose it back to Nakamura. I don't know what they're doing with Nakamura. If his contract's up soon, I don't know. But if I was him, I would think about going to AEW or somewhere else. Or New Japan. Go back there. What's up, Andre? And what's up, Victor? Nice to see you back, Victor. You were on my SmackDown Live reaction for the main event. I'm just reading your comment in the chat. I'll try to respond to all the comments in the chat. So you said this would be the second time Rusev and Nakamura fought for the U.S. title on pre-shows. And I believe they will. I wish I wasn't right, but I believe the U.S. title match will be on the kickoff. This guy also believes it. Sergeant Slaughter. He believes it too. That it will be on the kickoff. This guy believes it too. Rest in peace, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. He believes the U.S. title match will be on the kickoff too. Even this guy believes it. Everyone has a price. Even this guy believes the U.S. title will be on the kickoff. Again, Rusev retains. Up next, I'm going to predict the Raw Women's Championship. Raw Women's title. Ronda Rousey defends against Sasha Banks, the Boss. Sasha, one of my favorite women in the WWE to watch. I'm a big fan of her. Have been since she was in NXT. Ronda, Sasha for the Raw Women's title. Both women are great workers. I wouldn't say Ronda's green or a rookie anymore in the ring because she's damn good and she can carry a match with anybody. The only thing Ronda is not that good at, but it's not her fault, is promos and interviews. She's not that good at them, but give her a break. So what? So Ronda and Sasha will, I think, have a great match. It will be really entertaining. Ronda she's great at selling. She's a natural at the wrestling business. Ronda Rousey belongs in the wrestling business, in my opinion. Sasha Banks is just so good. WWE has barely given Sasha anything in the last 2 years. They have dropped the ball with her. So I'm reading your comment, Victor. Before I get to my predictions, let me read this. So except for Natalya, Ronda hasn't faced a superstar that has had a submission finisher. So this would be a unique matchup. I agree. Sasha does. Her finisher is a bank statement. And, of course, Natalya has a sharpshooter. Will Sasha win? That is $1 million question. Will Sasha win and pull a huge upset victory? It would be a big upset. It would be shocking. I got Ronda Rousey winning and retaining. I think it's a lock. You want to bet your money in Vegas, go ahead and do it because you'll probably win. I think it's a lock that Ronda Rousey is still women's champion going into WrestleMania. She's got to be because of her name value. So Ronda Rousey wins, defeats Sasha Banks. Sasha may not tap out, may not get pinned. It might be a DQ finish or something, or a double count out. Who knows? I have a feeling they're not going to have Sasha get pinned or submit. Maybe Becky Lynch will interfere in the matchup. That could happen. Becky could screw Ronda out of the title, maybe. I don't know. Or Becky could attack Sasha, and it could be a DQ, or Becky could attack both of them. Because I think Becky or Ronda is probably going to attack one another at the Royal Rumble. Ronda Rousey wins and is still your Raw Women's Champion after the Royal Rumble. Up next, the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Bar defends against Shane McMahon, the best in the world, and The Miz. I think it's hilarious that they keep calling Shane the best in the world. And I think it's hilarious that they probably are calling Shane the best in the world, not just because he won the tournament, but because it's a shot at CM Punk. And I think that's funny because that Punk deserves to get bashed and deserves to get made fun of. I'm not going to get into CM Punk because I'll just go on a rant. I'm not going to talk about him. All I'm going to say is if the guy ever decides to stop being an idiot and return to pro wrestling and to get a huge payday from any company, I'm sure you get a huge payday. If the guy stops being an idiot and returns to the wrestling ring, I'll welcome him with open arms because that's what he should be doing because that's what he's best at. I don't give a rat's ass about him being in MMA. I don't give a rat's ass about him trying to be an MMA commentator. No one cares. Your fans want to see you in wrestling. That's what I feel. And I don't care what he does outside of wrestling. A lot of former wrestlers, I don't care what they are doing outside of wrestling. I mean, I respect and I love a lot of the older wrestlers that are retired, but they're not currently in it. So I don't really think about them. I live in 2019. I live day to day and I don't think about the past much. Anyways. And CM Punk, that guy's got a major problem. The guy's butthurt and angry that he was fired over 5 years ago. He still can't get over it. If he could, the guy would go to another company. But obviously, he can't get over it. And he's like taking it out on the wrestling fans and his fans. So, SmackDown Tag Team titles, a bar against The Miz, Shane McMahon. I got The Miz and Shane McMahon winning. This will not be on the kickoff because Shane is Vince's son. This will be on the pay-per-view, and we're going to have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the best in the world, Shane McMahon and The Miz. Up next, let's predict. Why not? This is a big matchup. I'm excited for it. First time ever, one-on-one. Two of my favorite women For the SmackDown Women's title, Asuka. I love Asuka so much. She's so awesome to watch. Asuka defends against the man, Becky Lynch, for the SmackDown Women's title. Should be very good. I think there may be interference from Ronda Rousey. Maybe Ronda will attack Becky. Referee may get knocked out. So Ronda comes to the ring, attacks Becky, and Asuka wins like that. I don't think Becky wins. I think Asuka wins and retains the SmackDown Women's title. And I'll talk about what they do with Becky when I get to the Royal Rumble Women's prediction. Asuka wins, still the champion on SmackDown Live. Up next, let's predict the Universal Championship. Universal Championship on the line. Brock Lesnar defends against Finn Balor, not Braun Strowman. Brock against Finn. And I got Finn for the win. I'm just kidding. I don't have Finn. I don't have Finn winning. It'd be shocking as hell and really surprising if Finn did win, but he's not going to. Brock Lesnar wins and retains a Universal title. Brock will go to WrestleMania and drop it at WrestleMania. Finn will give Brock a hell of a fight. Brock, I think, will really sell for Finn and make him look really great in the match, but Brock wins and retains. Now let's predict the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan defends against AJ Styles. This should be really good. I've really enjoyed their feud. I really like and love the new Daniel Bryan. The guy is savage. The guy is vicious. The guy is just awesome on the mic, ripping everybody. He says he's the planet's champion, not the people's champion. Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, is great. Daniel Bryan defends against AJ Styles. I think they have a classic. Maybe it'll be no disqualification. I don't know. Seems like every pay-per-view title match for the world title is no disqualification. For some reason, I don't know why, but I think AJ Daniel will probably be no disqualification again because it's on pay-per-view for the title. Maybe the Universal title will also be no disqualification. I won't doubt it. Probably will be. At least one of the championship matches will be no disqualification because they do that like for every pay-per-view. They make it no disqualification for some reason. And it would make a lot of sense to have Daniel AJ no disqualification because they're in a heated feud. So, who do I predict? Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles. I like both guys. They're both phenomenal. But I got Daniel Bryan winning and retaining. I think Daniel is champion, WWE champion until WrestleMania. So Daniel Bryan wins and is still your champion, the planet's champion. Now I'm going to predict. This is exciting. I am excited and happy to predict the Royal Rumble matches. First, I'm going to predict the men's. I don't know what will main event the pay-per-view. It doesn't really matter to me if it's the women or men. Last year, it was the women. They deserved it because it was a first ever. This year, maybe it should be the men. I don't know. Again, it doesn't matter what's the main event. I'll be happy either way. But I'm going to predict the 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble, every man for himself matchup. These are the list of names that are going to be in it that I'm aware of. Randy Orton, Kalisto, Lashley, Bobby Lashley, Jeff Hardy, Xavier Woods, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor is in the Rumble. I don't think he is anymore. I doubt he is. I don't think Finn's in it because he's getting the championship match, so I doubt he's in the Rumble. Maybe he will be. If Finn can still walk after he goes to Suplex City, maybe he'll be in the Rumble. So Finn Balor, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Jinder Mahal, Baron Corbin, Elias, Apollo Crews, Andrade, Rey Mysterio, R-Truth. By the way, R-Truth is number 30. Mustafa Ali, John Cena. I don't think John Cena is going to be a part of it. He should be. They tried to say he got injured. He did not. I heard John Cena has a movie scheduled to be shooting during the Royal Rumble. That's pretty damn stupid that he would want to shoot a movie over being in the Rumble. But maybe he can't get out of the movie. I don't know. He's a big name. He should be in it. But he probably will not be. Maybe he will be. Who cares? Super Cena will probably show up because the guy's Super Cena. So who do I got in the men's Royal Rumble? Who do I predict that wins and goes to WrestleMania to pick if they want a Universal title shot or a WWE title shot? My prediction, first off, I think Mustafa Ali throws out Samoa Joe. That will happen. Or Randy Orton will throw out Joe, or Samoa Joe will throw out Randy Orton. Who knows? Any surprise entrance in the Rumble? That's a good question. I didn't think of that. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there'll be a surprise or two or three for the men's Rumble. I just can't think of anybody that would be in it. I wouldn't get my hopes up. Ashley, I would not get my hopes up for The Rock showing up. I doubt he shows up. Or The Undertaker. But Undertaker is more believable than The Rock showing up. Because The Rock, that guy's just, I think he's way too busy to show up. So, Undertaker, that guy could be in it. Maybe he will be. So, I guess the Undertaker, I would say, could be a surprise. He's retired, but and he's close to 70 years old. But maybe Ric Flair. I doubt it, but maybe Ric Flair is in it. That'd be shocking. Maybe Shawn Michaels, but I doubt it. Well, I heard this is just a rumor. I heard Carlito. Carlito might be a surprise in the Rumble. Gino, no. Please, no. I do not want to see Hornswoggle. I don't like that guy. I actually met him in person. He was a jerk off. Hornswoggle was the guy was an asshole in person. He was with his son. His son was like 4 or 5 years old, and he was almost taller than his father, which was pretty funny. But I was outside of Monday Night Raw, like I think 5 years ago, trying to meet wrestlers. I saw the Miz, I saw the Colognes, Primo and Epico. I saw R-Truth. I met R-Truth, the Miz, the Colognes, and Hornswoggle showed up. And that guy was rude. Rude as hell to the fans. The guy's a real asshole to every fan. He didn't come over, didn't even say hi. He said, "Hey guys, I'm with my son." That's all he said. And then he walked into the arena. So Hornswoggle, I will always look at that guy and say he's a real dick. Because he was to me and a lot of fans, he was a dick in person. I understand if a wrestler is coming out of their hotel, they don't got to take a picture with you or stop. They can be rude if they're coming out of a hotel or if they're in a restaurant eating. But outside the arena, come on, you shouldn't be rude to the fans. The fans pay your damn bills by buying the tickets and merchandise. So, I hope Hornswoggle is not a surprise. A lot of people have heard Sasha's rude. I don't really care if she is. She was never rude to me, but I never met her. Booker T, that would be a nice surprise. So my surprises would be Undertaker, Ric Flair, and Booker T. I don't think there's a shot. I don't think there's any chance Hulk Hogan is a surprise. I heard Hulk Hogan say recently the guy is not going to wrestle again. He said he's not going to wrestle again. He actually could if he's put in a tag match. If he's in a tag match, he could because he wouldn't have to do much. But there's no way Hulk Hogan is going to take a bump over the top rope. He's just not going to. I doubt it. His body is broken down as hell. He's not going to take a bump. Booker T, I think, could be a surprise. I would say 50-50 shot. Ashley says Batista. That's a great pick. I think Batista showing up would be great. I like Batista. I'm a fan of his. Batista showing up would be great, and I did hear a rumor that Batista wants to return. So maybe he'll return before WrestleMania, and maybe he'll get a WrestleMania match. I don't think Batista will win the Rumble. He won't, but he might return. Booker T would probably also do it because he just returned for his promotion, Reality of Wrestling. He had a match, I believe, with the world champion of Reality of Wrestling. I think The Undertaker, Booker T, Ric Flair, I doubt it, but I would like to see it. Maybe, God damn, I just had the person in my head. Now they went out of my head. I just thought of someone as a surprise. Now I can't think of them. Who was it? God damn it. Oh, I wish I could think of them. Anyways, I can't. I'm trying to think. Anyways, maybe I'll remember it. AJ Lee. When I get to my women's Royal Rumble prediction, maybe AJ Lee, maybe I'll say she'll be a part of it. I think, sadly, Ashley, I think you'll be waiting forever. I don't think AJ's ever going to return to a WWE ring ever again. I doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ Lee returned in AEW for a few matches. So, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. I don't think. I don't know. Kevin Nash a couple years ago was in the Rumble as Diesel. I don't think he comes back to do it again. And Scott Hall, I don't think is in any shape to be wrestling. I don't know. I don't think he's in great shape. I think he's still sober, I hope. But I don't think he's in any good shape to be in the ring. He would probably be moving really, really slow. I would like to see a surprise Jake the Snake Roberts, but I don't think WWE likes him because they never let the guy return. Or they never call him to come back for barely anything except the Hall of Fame. A couple years ago, Jake the Snake wanted to be in the Rumble, and they wouldn't let him. I don't know why. I guess he has heat with the company. Who I wish I could think of that person to be in the Rumble, but I can't. That it's a surprise. Tommy Dreamer could be. Sandman could be, but I don't think WWE cares enough about Dreamer or the Sandman to bring them back. So that's pretty funny that Sandman was on Ring of Honor's Final Battle, their last pay-per-view. Victor says, no, the guy, he wasn't from NXT. I think he was a former wrestler and just popped out of my head. I cannot think of the guy. I think he's in his 40s or maybe 50s. But surprises will probably happen from NXT. No, it wasn't Diamond Dallas Page. I wish it was, but it wasn't. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in to try to get me to remember. NXT, there will be surprises in the Rumble. Probably Ricochet, probably Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream, that guy deserves to be in the Rumble. I know he's been pushing to be on the main roster. I think he has a little bit of heat from the company. That's why they won't call him up. I think he has heat because he's kind of acting immature, going on Twitter, talking about call me up. He wants to be on the main roster. That's not the way you get on the main roster, by crying on Twitter. That's not going to get you caught up by tweeting on Twitter and telling your fans to attack the WWE to call you up. I think that's a little bit immature that Velveteen does that. Just stay off social media and don't be talking about getting caught up. Just keep doing your work in NXT, and eventually you'll get caught up when they want to call you up. I definitely think Velveteen Dream has a bright future and is a future world champion. And I think Velveteen Dream will be great for years to come, but I believe he's a little immature. Or he's trying to get noticed way too hard by the main roster and Vince McMahon. If I was Triple H and if I was Velveteen Dream, I would want to stay in NXT. And if I was Triple H, I'd want to keep him and not put him on the main roster. Because Vince will probably mess up and screw over Velveteen Dream on the main roster and not know what to do with him. I agree with Gino. I don't know why Velveteen, I don't have a clue why he wants to go to the main roster either. But the guy seems desperate and immature, like he really, really wants to be on the main roster. He kind of seems like he thinks he's too good to be in NXT still. Well, he needs to just shut up and stay there. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be on the main roster. He does. But crying and bitching and acting desperate as hell is not going to get you caught up. Just be patient and keep putting on awesome matches and cutting good promos. So another surprise could be Lars Sullivan. Lars Sullivan could debut in the Rumble, but I don't really know what's true. There's been all these rumors. There's been these news stories and rumors. I think they're rumors that Lars Sullivan, that the guy's gone mental, had a mental breakdown, had anxiety, or whatever it's called, anxiety. I think it's called anxiety. I never have had it. I never will. Jack Swagger will not be, because he's having an MMA fight on Saturday. Jack Swagger's having a fight in Bellator MMA. And Jack Swagger, after he has his MMA fight, I think Jack Swagger will sign with AEW because he said he wants to go there. Bad news, Barrett. No chance in hell. I don't think that guy and WWE get along at all. That's just my opinion. Lars Sullivan could debut. Bray Wyatt could be a surprise in the Rumble. Matt Hardy, Woken Matt Hardy could be a surprise. Jericho will not return. I don't know why do some fans think Jericho is going to be in the Rumble? He's not. He's signed with AEW. He's not going to show up in the Rumble. I guess fans can think that all they want, but I'm telling you, Jericho will not show up. There's no way. So Lars Sullivan, Ric Flair, Booker T, Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, Bray Wyatt are my picks for surprises. Woken Matt Hardy are my surprise picks. Not my winner. My prediction for the 30-man Royal Rumble. I think the final four, before I get to my winner, Jericho's not going to return because he signed with another company. He's not going to be there. So anyways, the final four in the men's Rumble will be Drew McIntyre, Lars Sullivan, John Cena, or I'll say final five. The final five will be John Cena, Lars Sullivan, Drew McIntyre, Dean Ambrose, and the fifth will be Seth Rollins. Now the final four. Final four will be Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Dean Ambrose, and Lars. The winner, my prediction and winner of the 2019 Men's Royal Rumble is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins wins. I think that will be a great pick to win the 2019 Rumble is Seth Rollins. He is my prediction. Mr. Monday Night Rollins, Mr. Burn It Down. The guy is just one of the best wrestlers in the world. Seth Rollins is my prediction to win. No, Victor, I was not thinking of Stephen Amell. Victor says Seth Rollins is a tremendous pick. I agree. That's why I picked him. And Rollins is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. So now I'm going to get to my prediction for the 30 women's over the top rope Royal Rumble, the second ever Women's Rumble. I think it's very awesome that every single year, we're going to get 2 Royal Rumble matches every year. Ashley's pick is Samoa Joe. That's a very good pick. I would be shocked if Samoa Joe won. I would be. I will not be shocked if Seth Rollins wins. And again, he's my prediction. 30 Women's Royal Rumble. As of right now, we have one debut in it. It will be Lacey Evans, she was called the first lady of NXT. She's a classy lady. And she said she's going to throw over the top rope and take out all the nasties. I think that's so funny that every time Lacey Evans says that, just calling out all the other women nasties. I don't know why, but I think that's hilarious. I don't know if she came up with that herself, but if she did, that's great. So here are some of the women that are announced, that have been announced, and I'll give you probably a few surprises. So at least one surprise I heard could return. The others are just guesses of who could return. So here are some of the women in it. 30 women Royal Rumble: Carmella, Naomi, Zelina Vega, Natalya, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Alicia Fox, Mickie James, Lacey Evans, and the returning to the ring, finally, Alexa Bliss. It's great to have Alexa Bliss back in action. I'm a fan of her. I think she's a great character and damn good at promos. And Alexa, not just good at promos, but she's a great talker and great at getting heat. Glad to see that she's returning to the ring. So surprises will be, this is a rumor I heard, could be true. Layla from Lay Cool. Remember Layla? Everybody, hopefully you remember Layla. I remember. I thought she was damn fine. And she's a good enough wrestler. She wasn't god awful. So I'm just looking at comments. So Gino says women like Jacqueline, Tori Wilson, Lita, Trish will be in it again. I don't know if they will be. I don't know. They could use a lot of women from NXT instead of the legends and Hall of Famers. Tori Wilson is not a Hall of Famer, but she has a Hall of Fame looks. She's damn fine. Maybe a surprise. This would be funny for the women. Stacy Keibler. She wasn't a good wrestler, but she was damn fine. And I would like to see her and her legs walk to the ring again. So, Layla, I heard Layla might return. If she does, it'll probably be with Michelle McCool in the Rumble. And they'll probably team up and throw a lot of women out. So I hope Layla returns. I don't know why she left. I think she left because she got married. And I don't know if her husband wanted her to be off the road. I don't know. But maybe Layla got divorced and now she wants to return. I don't know. But I always liked Layla. Sexy woman, Layla. She was damn sexy. And she was a great heel with Michelle McCool. Lay Cool, my opinion, Lay Cool was a real big ripoff of the beautiful people that were in TNA wrestling. Angelina Love, Velvet Sky did it first. They were way better, in my opinion, than Lay Cool. I don't got anything against Lay Cool, and Ashley thinks Sable will return. I don't think there's a chance in hell Sable ever wants to wrestle again. She doesn't need the money because Brock is making enough money for the both of them. Maybe Gino says, did Michelle McCool have the most eliminations last year? She may have. I don't remember. So did I read Mickey James is in? Yeah, Mickey James, Tamina, Nia Jax is in the Rumble again. Surprises could be Layla. Io Shirai, I would love to see her in it. She's in NXT. Io Shirai, one of the best wrestlers in the world. I agree. Kelly was really bad last year. I agree with you. Victor says Michelle McCool had 4 or 5 eliminations. You're probably right. Gino says Toni Storm. I hope so. Toni Storm deserves to be in it because she won the Mae Young Classic. She's the current UK Women's Champ, NXT UK. And last year's Mae Young Classic winner, Kairi Sane, was in the Rumble. So why not put Toni Storm in it? Madison Rayne, Ashley says, could be in it. Yes, she could. Because she was a part of the Mae Young Classic. Karma would be cool to see. But you see, Victor says Karma, but he doubts it. I also doubt it. I think Karma's retired and done with wrestling. I know she's on the TV show Glow. I don't think she wants to wrestle anymore. And I think Karma has heat with WWE because they think she lied to them. And I don't know. I think I heard she did lie to them about being pregnant when she wasn't or something. I don't know, something like that. Sadly, Karma had a miscarriage, I think. But I don't know if she lied to the company. That's what I heard a long time ago. That she lied to WWE and they didn't like that. So I'll say Toni Storm could be a surprise. Layla. Io Shirai. Kairi Sane will probably be in it again and should be. And my final surprise, I don't think it's AJ Lee. I don't. AJ Lee, I would be so shocked if she showed up. I'd be shocked. I would be floored. I'd be so shocked I'd probably fall on the floor and fall out of my chair. Ashley says Xia Li from NXT, maybe. Also from NXT could be in it, Reina Gonzalez. She's a big, tall woman. She could be in it. Maybe Viper. I forget what her name was in the Mae Young Classic, but her name on the Indies is Viper. She's a big woman, blonde. What was her name in Mae Young Classic? It was not Viper. I forget what her name was. But anyways, Viper has signed to be a part of NXT UK. So she could be in the Rumble as a surprise. A lot of women from NXT UK, 2 or 3 or 4 of those women, Ginny, Xia Brookside, they could be a Rumble too. But my final surprise entrant should be, I hope it is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley. Please, WWE. Yes, that was her name, Victor. Piper Niven. Piper Niven. Thank you, Victor. I remember her now. That was her name. I just watched a match with Viper, Piper Niven. I just watched a match of her in Stardom. Like 2 days ago from like 10 days ago in Stardom. Or 15 days ago. I think it was like January 5th match in Stardom. If you don't know what Stardom is, it's a women's company in Japan. It's very good. I really enjoy watching it. I don't care that they don't have commentary or they do have English subtitles, but I don't need commentary. I watch Stardom for the wrestling. It's awesome. Really good women's wrestling. Great pick, Ashley. Victoria. She really could be a part of it and should be. I believe Victoria announced she's going to retire, I think, after 2019. So Victoria deserves to be in it. She also deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. But Rhea Ripley, WWE put Rhea Ripley in the 2019 Women's Rumble. She's great. She's really good. Also put in Toni Storm and Io Shirai. That's who I hope are a part of it. Now my prediction. Because I have Asuka retaining Candice Michelle from my hometown. I would love to see her in it. She's a lot better than Kelly was. I think Candice Michelle did have a retirement match in Wisconsin in 2017. She had a retirement match, but that means nothing if WWE called her. I believe she would come back. Kelly was god-awful. Beautiful girl. Attractive woman, but Kelly's god-awful as a wrestler. Should have never been a Divas champion. She was okay. She was okay in the Divas era, but she was bad. She was not good. I mean, compare her to women today. You can't compare Kelly to women like Bailey, Sasha, Asuka, Becky, Charlotte, Ember Moon. You cannot compare Kelly to the women today. They would blow her out of the water. All Kelly was good for was a manager. In WWE's ECW, that was it. And good as a stripper, too, when she was stripping on ECW. So, the fake ECW, by the way, I absolutely hated WWE's ECW. Stacy Keibler, I agree, Ashley, Stacy was a better wrestler than Kelly. But now to my prediction for the Women's Royal Rumble, because this review has been pretty long. But I've enjoyed answering and talking to everybody in the chat. I really enjoyed it, and I thank you all for watching. Hope you've had a good time. So my final prediction for the Women's Rumble, because Asuka retains, I think Becky shows up and just, let's say Alicia Fox is walking to the ring. Becky comes up from behind her, takes her out. Becky goes in the Rumble, puts herself in the Rumble. So the final, let's say the final four women. Final four women left will be Becky Lynch, Bailey, Charlotte, and Nia Jax. My prediction: Nia is tossed out by Becky. That'll get a huge pop because Becky, as I said, will throw out Nia Jax. That will get a huge pop because of Nia Jax breaking Becky's nose. So then it'll be down to Bailey and Charlotte and Becky. My final prediction for the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble: Becky Lynch, the man, wins the Royal Rumble, points at the sign, gets on the mic, calls out Ronda Rousey and says, "Ronda, I am going to WrestleMania to kick your ass and take your title," and throws the mic down, and the pay-per-view goes off the air. So again, for the men, Seth Rollins wins the Rumble. For the women, Becky Lynch wins. If it's not Becky, my second pick would be Charlotte Flair. If Becky does not win, I would have Charlotte Flair win. If I was WWE, I would have Becky or Charlotte win. That's what I would book. So Becky wins. She is my final prediction. Hope you enjoyed my Royal Rumble 2019 predictions. I've gone 58 minutes talking. Again, thank you everybody in the chat for chatting. Enjoy Royal Rumble. I will do some reactions probably to the Asuka Becky match and the two Rumble matches. I will do reactions to them. After the Royal Rumble, I will do a live. I believe I'll be on a live stream. Not guaranteed, but I'll try to be on a live stream for my Royal Rumble review. Again, have a great night, Ashley, and everybody else that watched. I thank you. I appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Bye for now, everybody. This Sunday, very soon, let's all get ready to rumble. It's time for the Royal Rumble.